At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
Pahrump Nugget, Progressive Cash Drawings, Mystery Point Multipliers, Mystery Gift Days, Extra Cash for 4 of a kinds, Bingo, Bowling, Football, and Food Specials. Looking for constant action? Look no further. Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners. News is brought to you in part by One Nevada Credit Union, where right now you can refinance your auto loan with rates as low as 2.98% and no payments for 90 days for qualified members. Call us today for details. News 46 is also brought to you by the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump. When it comes to sensitive matters like bankruptcy, take a breath of fresh air by calling an experienced and compassionate attorney at the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump, 775-727-4747. News is also brought to you by Pahrump Dermatology and Skin Cancer. When you need the best dermatology care in Pahrump, call Pahrump Dermatology and Skin Cancer, 775-727-9800. News is also brought to you by Hope Counseling Services, where we specialize in behavioral health, inspiring hope for a brighter tomorrow. Call 775-727-0101 for more information.
Tonight on News 46, a former NFL player is found dead.
Soul in, peace out, recycling your old shoes.
Howdy, partners. It's time for the Kindergarten Roundup. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, May 2nd, 2012. I'm Doug Brendel.
And I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. Former NFL star Junior Seau was found shot to death inside his home this morning in what police say appears to be a suicide. His distraught mother spoke to reporters outside her home after learning of her son's death.
You can show your love to my son. I don't understand you do this to my son. But I pray to God, please. Take me, leave my son, but it's too late, That's all I say. Thank you so much.
Seau's girlfriend found him unconscious with a gunshot wound to the chest with a gun lying next to him. Seau amassed 545 tackles, 56.5 sacks, and 18 interceptions in his career. He remained with the Chargers until 2003 and went on to play with the Miami Dolphins and New England Patriots before retiring after the 2009 season. In October 2010, Seau survived a 100-foot plunge down a seaside cliff in his SUV, hours after he was arrested for investigation of domestic violence at the Oceanside home he shared with his girlfriend. The woman had told authorities that Seau assaulted her during an argument. The investigation is ongoing, but for now, Junior Seau's death looks to be an apparent suicide. There have been reports of depression after leaving the NFL, as well as some apparent money issues. His death follows the suicide last year of former Chicago Bears player Dave Duerson, who also shot himself in the chest. I'm Nathan Hollenbeck for News 46.
On June 1st, the Nye County budget is due. At yesterday's County Commissioner meeting, the item of most concern was how to balance the budget. Suggestions to save money concentrated on county employees' reduction in pay, such as mandatory furlough days, reduced hours, no overtime, or step increases. The 3 large money considerations were the Senior Nutrition Program, Animal Services, and Veteran Services. On the agenda, an item to move the Senior Nutrition Program and Veteran Services off the budget passed. The next Commissioners' meeting will be held on Monday, May 21st, and the majority of that meeting anticipates to be regarding the budget as well.
A federal appeals court is considering whether it can force the Nuclear Regulatory Commission to move forward on a licensing plan for a disputed nuclear waste dump at Nevada's Yucca Mountain. An attorney for the state of Washington says the NRC broke the law last fall when it allowed the Obama administration to continue plans to close the controversial site. The NRC cited budgetary limitations imposed by Congress in approving the shutdown. A lawyer for the Washington Attorney General's office said the NRC violated a 1987 law designating Yucca Mountain as a nuclear repository for nuclear waste. A lawyer for the NRC said the order reflected reality since the Obama administration canceled the project and Congress did not appropriate money for it.
The Nye Communities Coalition held a kindergarten roundup today at the Bob Roode Community Center for kids who plan to enter school in the fall.
Well, we do this every year in the spring for the fall's school year, and we probably had over 200 children here today that either got registered or are almost registered for school. So we know that takes a lot of pressure off the schools in the district and Pam heading into the fall and over the summer. So it's a great chance to get a real head start on those that are going to be starting school.
And immunizations are a required part of enrolling your child in school. Was there immunizations here today?
Yes, we had immunizations offered here today, and if they weren't able to get them, they can contact their own provider, their doctor, and get those taken care of. And the reason for the kindergarten roundup is to get a head start on these immunizations, because if they do not have them, they're unable to start kindergarten without them all complete.
And when does the school year begin for next year?
It starts in usually the end of August, 1st of September.
So this is going a little bit early. And what is the benefits of the kindergarten roundup?
Well, the benefits are, I think it really takes a lot of the pressure off at the schools. They're certainly busy enough at each elementary school with just the day-to-day operation. It creates a nice community event. I mean, we had some fun. If you look around, the kids are wearing cowboy and cowgirl hats, and we have sheriff badges and face painting going on, so it's been a fun day.
And each school had sort of a table of their own for the people to enroll at.
Yep, that's right. If the parent didn't already know which school their child was going to go to, we helped them out with that. But yeah, so they're actually meeting with staff from that school.
What are some of the immunizations that parents forget to get their kids, or they just weren't aware that they had to get them for them?
A lot of MMRs, which parents will understand, and the DTaP. There's about 4 shots that are required before they start kindergarten, and if they've kept them on schedule, they should have no problem getting them. But again, without all the completed shots, they are not able to register or start as a kindergartner. So we try to get this done so they don't have to go through that and be prevented from coming.
And we'll have much more local news after this break when News 46 returns.
News 46 is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain.
A 2-vehicle accident occurred this afternoon on Highway 160 in front of Taco Bell. 2 people declined medical transport. We'll have more on this story on tomorrow night's newscast.
There's a way to donate your old shoes that also will help keep kids safe on the playground and help the environment too.
It's through Nike. We use a shoe program. What we do is we collect the shoes that people donate, old shoes, good shoes. The good shoes we take and give to people that are in need of shoes and stuff. We take their old ones, and what they do is they take them and they grind them up and they make playground mats, tracks for the schools, football fields, soccer fields, tennis courts, basketball courts, and every part of the shoe is used for this recycling. And it helps out the environment. It keeps them out of the landfills. What we're trying to do is keep them out of the landfills. It takes 99 years for one pair of shoes to decompose in a landfill because of the rubber content and all of that.
We're there to help you and help everybody else to get all the shoes recycled. So that way we can make a better world out of this.
What type of shoes are people able to recycle? Can we recycle any type of shoes, or is there a limit to what type of shoes that we can recycle?
Okay, well, we recycle tennis shoes, athletic shoes, slippers, flip-flops, heels, flats, slippers. We don't take any steel-toe boots because they don't grind up very well. But the pumps and stuff, they have a metal shim inside for support. What the factory does is they go and they take out that metal shim out, which is a lot easier than steel-toe boots. But we'll take everything from heels, flats, everything. Just no steel-toe boots, please. I mean, you could drop the shoes off over at Threads or at Team Sports. They're willing to take the shoes in, and I pick them up, and I take them to Vegas and take them to the Nike store, and they grind them up when they send them to Oregon.
If people are interested in donating their shoes for this recycling program, how can they get a hold of you?
Well, you can get a hold of me at 775-378-2661. And you can get a hold of us at any time.
And of course, they can donate them to Threads or Team Sports as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you so much, William and Cynthia. It's a great program you're doing, and I hope it generates a lot more recycling and more awareness for...
We want to have this, we're having this shoe drive this week at Threads and Team Sports. And you can also, even after the shoe drive, you can bring them in anytime you want.
Here's Zach Fuentes with your entertainment this week.
Many are used to associating Patrick Dempsey in the role of a hero due to his portrayal of the character Dr. Derek Shepherd on TV's Grey's Anatomy. But now, however, we can consider him one in real life. 17-year-old Weston Massett was driving when he lost control of his Ford Mustang and flipped it 3 times. This all taking place right in front of the Malibu home of 46-year-old Patrick Dempsey. Dempsey, who had seen the event unfold, quickly sprang into action using a crowbar, fire extinguisher, and quick reflexes to pull the teenage boy out of the twisted wreck. After successfully getting the boy out of the car, he of course called real-life medical professionals and the boy's mother to let her know what was going on. Needless to say, she was surprised. The teen woke up to find the TV star standing over him, and his first words were, quote, "Are you famous?" 17-year-old Weston Massett was treated for a concussion and eye injury, but is expected to make a full recovery. In the last few months, the name of the late legendary actress Natalie Wood has made a comeback in national headlines due to the reopening of the case regarding her mysterious death that happened back in 1981. This time, though, her name is being associated with her daughter, Courtney Wagner, who was arrested at her house this week in Malibu, California, on suspicion of narcotics possession. LA Sheriff's deputies responded to a call in regards to a possible shooting at the Malibu home. When they arrived, they found a number of handguns and several small bags of what appeared to be drugs. There is no confirmation from the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department as to what was actually in the bags, but it is rumored to be cocaine and/or heroin. 38-year-old Courtney Wagner was booked into a California jail in addition to a 24-year-old male who was booked for discharging a firearm in a negligent manner in the home. Wagner, the only child that Natalie Wood and actor Robert Wagner had together, was released the following morning on a $10,000 bail. A 4-alarm fire blazed through the studio lot of filmmaker Tyler Perry, who is best known for films like Why Did I Get Married and its sequel, and a series of movies featuring the character Medea. The studio is the home base for the numerous TV and movie projects that Perry creates, but most importantly, there were no injuries in this fire, according to the Atlanta Police Department. Firefighters were able to extinguish the fire throughout Tuesday night, but some damage was obtained due to the blaze, including one building that partially collapsed. As of yet, there is no word on what caused the fire. Tyler Perry's latest film, Medea's Witness Protection, is due out in theaters this summer on June 29th. For years now, the Academy Awards have been hosted at the Kodak Theater in Hollywood, but the 2013 Oscars ceremony will not be, even though it is not changing locations. What I mean is that the now iconic theater will be changing its name. Dolby Laboratories, Inc. has just agreed to a 20-year naming deal with CIM Group, who owns the hall which houses the theater. So from now until at least 2033, the theater will be called the Dolby Theater. Kodak owned the naming rights to the theater back in 2002 until February of this year when they filed the motion in court to terminate the agreement for them to pay $75 million over a 20-year period to possess the naming rights. Dolby Laboratories, the theater's new namesake, is a worldwide leader in technology and is best known for high-quality audio and surround sound. I'm Zach Fuentes, and that was your entertainment this week.
After this break, we're going to find out about the food commodities distribution, as well as a candidate that's running for Nye County Commissioner. News 46, I'll be right back.
News 46 is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain.
This USDA food commodities distribution will be held at the New Hope Fellowship Church soon.
Our next commodity giveaway is Saturday, May 12th, and we're open from 10 to 12. I don't believe we have our list of commodities that we're giving out yet, but we're anticipating good stuff. We hope everybody that needs food will come out. We do have to have an ID with a Pahrump address. It has to be a Nevada state ID. And we need proof of your address, a utility bill, a receipt from your landlord with the address on it, something like that, because the state requires that of us.
This is a USDA food commodity.
Right, this is USDA food commodities, and they do regulate how we give the food out. They regulate what's given out and the quantities of what's given out. We have no say-so on it. We can just tell you if you qualify or you don't. We do have other resources if you don't qualify that we can help you with.
Exactly. You guys have a food pantry, and what we're talking about is that New Hope, right?
Yes, it is. It's at New Hope Fellowship at 781 West Street, and it's called Path of Hope, and it's open every Wednesday from 3:30 to 5:30. We'll be doing that through the end of May, and then because of the heat, we'll be switching to mornings, and we'll be doing it probably from 10 to 12, but we try and open early when it's hot so we can get everybody in and out. And that you need no qualifications for. You just come see us, and the only thing we care about is that you need food, and we're going to feed you.
And for the USDA, I know you guys had some drive up where people could drive their cars up, and you also have a walk up area too as well. It goes quickly, but the lines are long, and people do line up pretty quickly.
Yes, they do. Actually, the USDA Commodities is drive through. We don't really take walk-throughs unless they absolutely do not have a car. We have people that line up as early as 3 in the morning to sit in their cars. We've never run out of food. I tell everybody, don't panic. If you see the cars and they're lined up from behind our church on 3rd Street, all the way out on running down the frontage part of 160, don't panic. We usually have 10 people giving out food at a time, and we can do it. We can get everybody taken care of in 2 hours. We feed over 400. We fed 438 families, I believe, last Commodities in 2 hours.
And for more information on the food commodities or Path of Hope, or to donate or volunteer, call 751-1867. Candidate for Nye County Commissioner District 2, Garen Hesketh, spoke to News 46 recently at the Maverick.
Well, just getting it kicked off here. Got a low-budget campaign going. I'm running against Mr. Hollis in the new District 2, and that now consists of precincts 9, 21, and 32 after the redistricting.
Tell me about yourself personally.
Personally, I'm retired from the Air National Guard, past commander of both the VFW and the American Legion here in Pahrump. I moved to Pahrump in 2002, so I've been out here for 10 years. I came out to be in a rural community. I moved here from Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
And this is the first time you've ever ran for office?
Yes, this is my first time running for any political office.
What prompted you to want to run for Nye County Commissioner?
Well, I'm getting a little disturbed with the irresponsibility of our fiscal situation. All of us citizens, we live on a budget. We live by a checkbook. I'm looking at the upcoming budgets for the year here. I see 77% of our finances go for salaries and benefits for some of the employees. We're going to cut out veterans benefits off the budget. I think our priorities are in the wrong place.
If people would like to contact you regarding your campaign, do you have a website or phone number?
I have a cell phone, local, 513-2223.
And weather with Zach Fuentes coming up right after the break.
News 46 weather is brought to you by Healthcare Partners Medical Group, with 5 locations in Pahrump, local doctors and professional staff providing total care from infancy to seniors. News 46 weather is also brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org.
Welcome back to News 46. Zach Fuentes here with your weather. We had some high clouds up there giving us partly sunny skies, and our high was 86 degrees. Winds coming out of the south-southwest at 8, and our gusts at 15 miles per hour. Our pressure was at 29.79, and our UV index was at 9, very high, staying the same. Our humidity was at 24%, and our sunrise was at 5:50 a.m. Our record for today was very, very high. We're not coming close to it, thank goodness. 107 degrees back in 1947. Tonight we're going to look at some partly cloudy skies. Our low is going to be 59 degrees, so still a nice overnight low temperature. And our winds coming out of the southwest at 8, gusts at 14, and our humidity at 31%. Our sunset looks like it's going to be at 7:32 p.m. And our record for tonight was 43 degrees back in 1955. Tomorrow, though, looks like we're going to have sunny skies. Our high is going to stay the same, and our low is only going to go down by a degree, 86 and 58 for those. Winds coming out of the south-southwest at 13, and our gusts at 24. So it looks like tomorrow is going to be quite breezy. Our UV index is going to be at 9, very high, and our sunrise staying the same at 5:48 a.m. Our humidity at 22%. And taking a look now at our 7-day forecast, as we said, tomorrow looks like it's going to be windy. Friday and Saturday, though, no wind and no clouds either. Looks like it's going to be a nice start to our weekend. Sunday is going to bring us some clouds, but only partly cloudy skies, as well as Monday and Tuesday. Then Wednesday, we return with the sun. Our temperatures are still looking pretty nice, low to mid-80s, and our overnight lows, too. Our highest overnight low is going to be at 60 degrees, and our lowest one is going to be at 56 degrees. So our temperatures are still very spring-like for now. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Zach. A debate will be held next Monday from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Bob Roode Community Center at the corner of Basin and Highway 160 for the Nye County Commissioners candidates. The public is invited. For more information, call 201-923-9029.
And RSVP, Retired and Senior Volunteer Program, would like to extend an invitation to members of the community to a special presentation of citizen CPR, as well as other informative presentations. The meeting will be held on Thursday, May 31st from 1 until 3 p.m. in the multi-purpose room at the Nye Communities Coalition. That's at the corner of Wilson and West Street. This is free to the public, but to reserve a space, call 751-5282.
Now, I have to say this. CPR is important. Something happened recently with you.
Yes,
and
almost died.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Yeah,
that was the Heimlich. The Heimlich.
Yes.
And so CPR,
choking.
You were choking. Yes. Actually, Doug was
She's
here
not
at the
joking.
station.
I was choking.
He was. And it was like last Friday, I believe it was.
Yeah, I thought everybody was gone. I thought, geez, they're going to find me here with a piece of
beef stew
in my windpipe.
Stuck in his throat.
Luckily, Jason Koblenz was here.
Yes, our director of production, Jason, gave you the Heimlich.
Yes, he did.
You busted through the doors and couldn't breathe, and he gave you the Heimlich. Yeah, you did. You tried to say Heimlich.
Yes.
So it's important to learn CPR.
Yes.
You're not going to get any notification that you're going to use this. It just all of a sudden happens, and it's so important, and it saved
Doug's your life.
He wouldn't be here if that wasn't for that.
It's true.
And here's the KPVM Viewers Special for Domino's Pizza. For the month of April, you can carry out or delivery any 2 artisan pizzas with a 2-liter of soda and your choice of 8 pieces of cheesy bread for $17.99. And for April and May, any 2 large 1-topping pizzas for $5.99 each. Call 751-3030.
And that does it for this edition of News 46. I'm Doug Brundle.
And I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And we wish you a wonderful evening. We will hopefully see you here tonight, or tomorrow night.
There you go. We'll be seeing you tomorrow night. Good night.